To be honest, excuse my language, but them. All of them. So it's about 8:30 right now, and I have a test in about an hour. It's open note, so I'm not too worried, but at the same time, because she lets us use our notes, my professor makes this class so much harder than it needs to be. She doesn't let us use our laptops either, even if we did take notes on them, which makes it just even that much harder. So for this test, I honestly don't know what to expect. It wasn't too bad, but at this point, as long as I get a C, I'll pass. And to be honest, that's all I'm aiming for, because with the C, I'll be able to make up with it for extra credit and with all the participation points and everything. And then with that, I'll end up with an A in the class, and that sounds pretty good to me. All in all, I am just so happy that that test is done and over with, because now I can just focus on preparing for the end of the semester, which is actually in 30 days. No, it's in 29 days, which means that Nikki visits in 15, which is just a little over 2 weeks. Dang, until then, I just need to get started on the rest of today, just so I don't focus too much on that. I can't wait until Nikki gets here. Thank you. Jeez, it's hot outside. It was such a big mistake to wear sweats outside for today. Oh God, it was so hot. You know, I realized on the bus that it is actually so hard for me to focus in terms of studying and on school and just doing work for my classes and all that. It's not the fact that I'm just a bad student or that I'm just some guy that really hates school. Well, maybe I'm both of those, but overall I'd like to believe that it's because I'm not as passionate about the things I'm studying as I once was. And instead I'm passionate about something else. And it might sound silly, but personally for me, I think that something else is just making videos, making these videos, filming, editing, creating, and just overall trying to fit together a story without actually telling the story, if that makes sense. Now, I say this is my passion because, well, I'm supposed to be studying on things like how zinc is used to improve your immune system. I just can't help but focus on these videos and how to make these videos flow better in order to tell the story of my day that I just want to remember. And that just goes to show that someone's passion isn't something that you can necessarily force, but it's just rather something that has to be discovered. And everyone has their own unique passion, but whether or not you discover it at an early age or at a late age, regardless, after that initial discovery, everything just becomes so much more beautiful. It just all becomes this process. All the hardships, all the minor successes, all the major successes, everything, it just all becomes part of this wonderful process that even sometimes I lose sight of. Luckily for me though, I have Nikki by my side in order to remind me to love every single step of the process. As for those that try to diminish or invalidate your passions just because they're not as practical as others, to be honest, excuse my language, but them. All of them, because at the end of the day, this is your life. And what you do with it, that's what ultimately matters. With all that being said, at the end of the day, my best advice, as corny as it sounds, is to really just do whatever makes you happy, and you won't regret a single thing about it. But dang, that was a little bit more serious than I thought it would be. So to end this on a not so serious note, my landlord was supposed to come by and fix my heat and hot water for today, because we've been out of it for about 2 weeks now. But let's check really quickly if they actually did that. This work? No. Oh man. What about the water? It's so cold. Dang, so that marks almost 3 weeks now with no heat and hot water. Ah, jeez. I've been eating just sandwiches for 3 weeks. Today's vlog was a little bit more serious than usual, but that's good because then you get to know my goofy side and my serious side. And I'm pretty sure you know my romantic side by the videos I've made for Nikki and all that. But only, what did I say earlier? I want to say 15 days until Nikki gets here. So I'm very excited. And when she gets here, there are going to be so much more fun adventures. I'm just kind of saving all the new fun and just adventurous experiences for when she gets here because I want to experience them all with her. Anyways, that's about it for me for today. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, it's been such a treat. Have a wonderful night and please stay safe. Here goes nothing. Oh jeez. So cool. Oh jeez. Okay, I'm done. I'm done.